value creator and global leader, SUNJIN Engineering and Architecture. Just 60 years ago, Korea was ranked in second least developed country in the world. But now Korea is looking ahead to enter the advanced nations by dramatic economic growth, proven to have successful holdings of Olympic Games in 1988 and World Cup in 2002. We, SUNJIN Engineering and Architecture, now became an exemplary enterprise grown along with the development of Korea for the last 40 years. At the time when all national infrastructures were collapsed by the Korean War, Korea was the nation used to place in second least developed country after India among 120 countries registered in United Nations. The Korean government had initiated to rebuild national construction with the 5-year Economic Development Plan in 1962 and resume national infrastructure represented by the Seoul-Busan Expressway. SUNJIN was founded in 1975 as Sinhanyang Research Lab of Architectural Technology as a subsidiary of Hanyang Construction and changed its corporate name into Hanyang Engineering that provided numerous contributions to solve the housing shortages in central city areas such as Yeouido, Apgujeong, Yeongdong, Banpo, and other area by successful design and construction of Hanyang Eunha Apartments. SUNJIN had its business expanded to the Middle East and achieved excellent performances on projects such as the King's Office in Kuwait, Comprehensive Financial Center, residential complex in Riyadh of Saudi Arabia, government officials, development institutes, and others.
In the rapid growth of the 1980s, Korea brought up its economic status to the level of development country through implementing major social infrastructures and new towns by hosting the Asian Games in 1986 and the Seoul Olympic Games in 1988. SUNJIN had been actively participating not only in the major architectural design of the residence of the President, the Blue House, the Supreme Prosecutor's Office, Agriculture and Fishery Wholesale Market in Kalakdong, Olympic Hall, but also in infrastructure design, namely as Industrial Complex in southeast of Incheon, Jeongbu Highway, Honam Highway, Nanji-do Waste Landfill, and others. SUNJIN had contributed by constructing 2 million national housings by town planning in the area of Bundong, Pyeongchang, Sanbon, and others, as shown by a successful completion of a confidential project, the Relocating Integrated Military Base Kaelungdae. In the 1990s, when it had shown increasing environmental pollution due to rapid industrialization, SUNJIN had participated in designing and constructing of major facilities of the Southwest Wastewater Treatment Plant, reclaimed land of metropolitan area, improvement of wastewater pipelines in major cities, and others to protect the environment. Its nationally recognized design and constructing abilities led it to participate in government office buildings, the Supreme Prosecutor's Office, and headquarters of National Intelligence Service, and primary facilities of Headquarters of Commercial Bank of Korea, Raw Material Factory of KT&G, and others. SUNJIN had made an enormous contribution on building a key national traffic network of Seoul Metro Subway, Daejeong City Railway, Seoul Ring Road, and others, and efficient operation of the national territory by urban planning on the metropolitan city of Busan, Daejeong, Incheon, and other areas. By participating on designing Seoul-Busan high-speed railway, SUNJIN made efforts to dissolve traffic congestion and logistic difficulties. During those years, SUNJIN had systematized the quality control system by acquiring ISO quality system authentication.
After overcame IMF crisis, Korea had laid down a groundwork for joining the ranks of developed countries by hosting the 2002 World Cup. The periphery of the World Cup Stadium in Sangam-dong was the Nanjito waste disposal site that designed by SUNJIN back in 1980s. This very landfill site, where turned into huge mountains of trash, had transformed by SUNJIN into a peace park, harmonized by the World Cup Stadium. Modernization on major facilities that were a stepping stone for economic growth had been executed during 2000s. The Southwest Wastewater Treatment Plant, engineered by SUNJIN in 1990s, reformed into the sewage treatment plant that hold the biggest capacity in the Asia by enhancement process, and both agriculture and fishery wholesale market in Garak-dong and Noryangjin Fish Market are currently under modernization. SUNJIN had made the best effort to establish the new traffic system by designing the 88 Olympic Highway, Namhae Express Highway, medium exclusive bus lane, and others, and performing the feasibility study on the Great Train Express and feasibility study on Seoul Metro Subway Line 9. SUNJIN was awarded the Prime Minister's citation in 2013 with its performance on narrow space center planning and construction supervision on civil work, which was the very first space launching site, and investigation on design condition of Sammangun Industrial Complex, which utilizing the longest seawall, also done by SUNJIN. In 2004, SUNJIN once again had brought its business to global market, starring establishment of joint corporation in Vietnam, and followed by local subsidiaries in Laos, Libya, UAE, and Bangladesh, along with the mega urban planning project as of North An Khang New Town Development in Vietnam and Al Gardir Residential Compound in UAE. 14 government office buildings, including office building for Public Security Department and office building in Vietnam, had been designed by SUNJIN.
Following the year 2010, Korea is changing towards becoming an advanced country by holding the G20 summit and major international summits. Likewise, SUNJIN is achieving an enormous outcome in the global markets with its accumulated design and construction abilities. The representative cases would be the BRT design, which will solve the traffic congestion in Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh, urban traffic development plan of Hanoi, Vietnam, construction of textile industry in mid-Java, Indonesia, master plan of improving water supply and sewage water in Laos, master plan of environmental improvement in Cambodia, and construction supervision in Padma Bridge in Bangladesh. There's a growing emphasis on the importance of construction management as following the trend of projects became larger, complex, and specialized. SUNJIN is making its name in construction management field by performing various projects ranged from Nuri Dream Square, which is the IT complex facility, POSCO headquarters in Songdo, joint company building of Railway Agency, Gangnam Express Highway, National Digital Library, Songdo campus of Icheon University, new hangar of Asiana Airline, to the Changbogo Antarctic Research Station. SUNJIN is currently working on the urban planning and landscape design on livelihood of multifunctional administrative city, which is followed by relocating administrative capital and recognized as the leading firm in the field of relocation that had been proven by the project relocating Yongsan Military Base of U.S. Armed Force by designing 70% of total gross floor area. In the field of railway, which is eco-friendly transportation, SUNJIN had carried design and construction supervision on distances of 24.5% in total of 230.9 kilometers of Honam high-speed railway on the basis of experience of Seoul-Busan high-speed railway and participating in distance of 60% of Suso high-speed railway, that's 61.6 kilometers in total.
By the experiences on representative park projects as of Seoul Park and Seoul Dream Forest, SUNJIN is currently performing the Project National Arboretum and Master Plan of Yongsan Park Improvement. Also, development of Metropolitan Landfill No. 1, where completed reclamation had use of an official golf course in 2014, Incheon Asian Game. For the renewal energy sector, which will be the driving force of new growth, SUNJIN had built up its competitiveness in various fields, including photovoltaic power generation and challenging to overseas. As the one and only major design consultant firm that covers from architecture, urban planning, landscape, PM, CM, and to engineering fields based on outstanding performance on civil engineering, with 40 years of experiences and know-how, SUNJIN provides a differentiated service by enhancing its specialties and establishing integrated collaborating system. This is what makes SUNJIN as total solution provider. This competitiveness had placed SUNJIN at the top 41st in 2014 and ranked at top 40th in 2015 of World Architect 100, which runs by building design in England, counting more than 1,400 architectural firms throughout the world. SUNJIN Engineering and Architecture has been ranked at 155th on the top 225 global design firms, which is published by ENR Engineering News Record in 2015, a reputable magazine in construction and engineering fields. ENR magazine, that a media group, McGraw-Hill in US publishes every year, states the rankings of global design firms based on revenue in design services last year, not only for design firms in US but all over the world. SUNJIN has been successfully ranked at 155th this year for the first time with the revenue record of $31,100,000 US, which is the highest record and ranking of general design consulting firms in Korea. SUNJIN represent Korea as the global leader, maximizes profits of the client in wide world with 40 years of experiences and know-how. All of executives and employee of SUNJIN promise continuous effort to perform a role as value creator to deliver a new value to the client. Thank you.